All right. So I'm recording this video because myself and my wife had this conversation over the weekend. I realized that we've been taking on new projects, we've been taking on lots of work, and our collection is behind. Because your collection is behind, you fall behind on bills. I'm a business owner. In the last 7 years, I've sold a little over $5 million. But at present, I am $360,000 in debt. I got frustrated after looking at it Sunday. I went out to the water. I always come out to the water to sit down, to journal, to clear my head, to plan my week. And I said, look, and I told my wife, I'm $360,000 in debt. And as I go through that, I also realize I also have personal bills. I have kids in college. I have a junior in high school. I have personal living expenses. And when you have all of that, you tend to become scared. But a few years before that, I had this life altering experience where I lost all the money that I had in my company after a business partner defrauded me. We authorized her to deposit money. She ran off with all the money, forcing me out of the office, forcing my office shut. My kids were taken out of school. I created a business sprint. And in a period of 90 to 160 days, I was at $500,000 collected. Within 18 months, I hit $1 million. And I wanted to force myself in the next 90 days to personally undertake the responsibility of paying down $72,000 of the old bills. Within 180 days, be about halfway through. And within about 6 months, or within about 180 days, I want to be at either halfway or all of the $360,000 collected income and pay off all of this bill. And I wanted to challenge myself by recording and documenting my journey. I'm going to be aggressively selling. I'm going to be aggressively recording. I'm going to be aggressively doing things. And as I do that, I'm going to force myself to be able to create a brand new reality. My phone is ringing. Hold a second. Yeah. And as I do that, my goal is to force myself back to when I had to fight with me to change what was going on. My wife shared with me that one of the things we stopped doing is holding accountability meeting. It's something myself and her used to do. Ever so often we sit down, we go through all the bills, we aggressively fight and see what your come to Jesus moment, what you can get rid of, and what you too can use to change what's going on. Look, being in debt as a business owner is not new. Using the business to pay off the debt is not new. That's why I got into business, because business is a tool I can leverage. And each and every point of my journey, I've known more, I can take on bigger projects, and I can do more aggressive things. So I'm going to focus on my sales velocity. Sales velocity is the rate at which I can sell, collect, and deliver. Using restoration, we do emergency services. So when somebody calls me, it's not nice to have. They're calling me because there's an urgency. The average restoration ticket is $8,000. There's some of the projects that we do, it's $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. We've done a single project that we deliver in 45 days for $180,000. We've done fire rebuild at $140,000. Why? Because restoration provides you with urgent sales velocity. Velocity is the rate at which you can pull forward cash. how short you can reduce the sales cycle, how effective you can deliver, and how quickly you could collect. So during this sprint, I'm going to do two key things. Number one, I'm going to maximize my biohazard projects. It's my biohazard projects has a short payment window. It's not insurance related. So I'll be doing a lot of $10,000, $12,000, $20,000, and it would be payment in parts. So upfront they put down 50%, on the delivery they pay the other 50%, or it's going to be three-part, 30, 30, 30. I'm going to also add into that my KBB, which is kitchen and bath replacement. And I'm going to use that. The average kitchen and bath is between $15,000 and $25,000. I'm going to use that. I have 90 days to clear this up. I want to reduce the friction in my world. And in doing that, I have to be focused. I have to not be excited, but be genuine. I am not doing this for everybody out there. I'm doing this to hold me accountable. And if you are dealing with bills and you are dodging your bills, or you are getting more and more buried, because most of the work I've been taking on is what we call debt. I'm working with a bank where a lot of the projects are bank related. I also am servicing my own jobs. I am also servicing my regular sales cycle. I have long-term commercial clients also. So I am using this sales sprint to be able to dig myself using my system of a sales playbook. I've developed a sales playbook after being taught what is a sales playbook. I've used it when I was doing tutoring. We would run sales sprint and bring in 30 new students and 3 new boot camps, and I've done the same thing in restoration. The tickets are now bigger. The delivery time, it's shorter. So the amount of money you can pull forward and your sales velocity is a lot faster. So I'm going to use this. Today, it's day one. It's 11/11, day one. I got 50 days to the end of the year. I'm not doing this for everybody. I'm doing this for me. And I am holding me accountable. And I'm also going to have a 3 by 3 by 3. I'm going to be doing 3 verticals, 3 jobs a week, 3 collected cash. And that's going to help me to be able to pull forward and bail out of this chaos. All right? Thank you. If you are dealing also with any sorts of debt, use this as an inspiration. Use me as your reference point. Look at how I bail myself out here. You might be doing something, you might not be doing something, you might not even know where to turn. But being $360,000 in debt is a wake-up call for me. I've been at 100 and something thousand, I've been at 200 and something thousand. And at each point, I run a sprint, bail myself out, pull forward cash, clear off, settle, pay off, build a cash cushion, and move myself forward. I'm showing you it's doable. Thank you.